So, Jotham, you told a story about you and your experiences playing football.
Hmm.
So, you know what? I'm going to take a page out of your book and I'm going to tell an experience of me and myself playing baseball.
That's not a book. That's a saga.
That is true. I mean, from 7 to 15, I played baseball. I played on travel teams. But this story today is a very special one, and it's probably the craziest story. It's insane, and I had to tell it because this is story time episode number 8. I wore the number 8,
Ah, all right.
so this one is just this one is spectacular. It's a crazy story. I hope you're ready for it. This is going to be a fan favorite uh in my family for sure. It's just a special all around story.
Hmm. Interesting.
All right, let me start it. So this was about 2016. I was playing for the Firebirds, my travel team, and usually every Sunday we'd play a game. It was almost like a Sunday league. So early mornings, like get up at 8, start the game at like 9:30, 10. So yeah, it was a normal day. I was playing catcher. Actually, I was a catcher and first baseman. For my travel team, I'd usually play first base because we had another catcher. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a pretty reliable first baseman. I'd always get those nice picks out of the dirt, nice scoops, and I enjoyed playing first. It was very fun. I mean,
Hmm.
it's a lot easier than some positions like outfield. I have had my fair share of plays in the outfield, but yeah, first base was a lot of fun. And yeah, for my travel team, I was the starting first baseman. I Nothing much else to it, but I was also in some cases. I would say my stepdad, who's the coach, he would call me the junk pitcher because I couldn't pitch pretty fast. I could not pitch fast at all. I was about to say I couldn't pitch pretty fast, but I couldn't pitch fast.
Hmm.
So basically, I was the guy who'd come in and throw like a bunch of changeups.
Whoa, a bunch of changeups.
Yeah, that's literally how it felt because we would start the fast pitcher and I'd be the closer. It'd almost be like an opposite. Like how teams start maybe a less fast pitcher and then bring in the closer who throws heat. It's kind of the opposite.
Oh, that's is that really good strategy?
I feel like I think it is. I think it is a good strategy because it does throw teams off. I don't think I was the closer, but I was the middleman. So I would say I was a reliever. Sometimes maybe I would have been the closer, but most of the time I would have been a reliever. And so yeah, I would come in after the fast pitcher throws, and then I would throw some junk, as my stepdad liked to call it, junk.
Junk.
So yeah, I was throwing junk. This was a normal day again. I mean, throwing junk. I was throwing changeups, but this day was a little bit weird because usually I would throw. They would usually hit it, but it'd be right to someone. And I remember the first batter, he hit it right to an outfielder, and then like I said earlier, outfield's a tough position to play, and there's a lot of errors that day. So
A lot.
I would throw like easy pitches, players would hit it, and then it would get dropped or overthrown.
Yeesh.
Yeah, so that's how my pitching was going this day. And then I remember one really tall kid, he hit a bomb off of me and I thought it was gone. It would have been the first time I had ever given up a home run. I thought it was gone, but it either hit the fence or it was a long pop up that fell right in front of the fence. So
Hmm.
I was not really pitching all too well. I mean, some of it was not my fault, but it was definitely not my best day of throwing junk.
On the pop out, did you hear a lot of contact off the bat? Was the crack of the bat loud?
It was definitely I it's weird when you're pitching, you automatically can tell if it's gone or not. And I was like, that's gonna be close because right off the bat, it had a high arcing. It had a what do they call it? Exit velocity? It had a high exit velocity.
And a
Yeah,
launch
so
angle.
and a launch angle. Yes, you have to bring up that little like stat cast.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I still can't believe MLB actually finds a way to track home runs like that.
It's really innovative. I like how they started doing it, and that's now like become the biggest thing. Oh, what is your exit velo? What is
It's like a game inside the game.
dude? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that it was like that. Yeah, like I threw the pitch and I was like, oh, that's gonna be close to being out of here. And yeah, that was like the first time I'd ever been close to giving up a home run. I was like, okay, this is a little bit weird. And then the next batter, this is this is definitely the craziest part of the story. So I don't know how many pitches I threw, but one pitch probably either a little bit high or down the middle. But when I tell you the batter smoked it, he absolutely smoked it. And
Hmm.
this time it wasn't to the outfield or the third baseman. It was right to me. And when I mean right to me, right to my right eye.
Whoa!
Yeah, it was a pretty it was like I'm gonna tell it like this. So imagine you're just easily like throwing a pitch like you're playing catch, right? And
Hmm.
the batter hits the ball, and for me I still can remember it like it was in slow motion. So the ball, he hit it, and I just remember that ball coming straight for my eye, and I tried to, and it was on my right eye. And since I was a righty, I was pitching with my right hand, and I had the glove on my left hand. So in a matter of less than a second, I had to be able to get my glove up to my face before it hit me, and I was not fast enough.
Yikes! That thing hit you square in the eye.
Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah.
Luckily, it did not hit me directly in the eye. It hit me in my eyebrow. So maybe half of the ball was in my eye, half of it was on like my forehead.
Oh, thank goodness, because I was
Yeah, I'm
like,
telling you, if it would have been directly in the eye, I think I might have gone blind.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Whew.
and it was the craziest thing because again, it was like slow motion. I had to try and get my glove up, and it's exactly how you can probably imagine it. I fell backwards immediately. I got knocked to the ground. Good thing I didn't get knocked out. I must have a big solid head because I didn't get knocked out somehow.
You did get knocked out, or you didn't get
I
knocked out?
didn't. I
You did
didn't.
not.
Somehow I did not get knocked out.
That's cap.
Dude, I have no idea. But you know how people say when you get knocked out you see stars?
Oh my gosh, you saw stars.
I basically like I it's the craziest sensation ever because I every time when I see like a knockout in boxing or even sometimes hockey, I mean you see the person like lay down, right, and I'm like, okay, I think they can get up. Well, I ate that. I literally ate that, and I tried to get up, and when I tell you I've never been more dizzy, I almost fell back to the ground.
Oh my gosh, so did you actually get up on your own power?
I tried, and everyone came rushing out, and they were like, "Nah, you got to stay down."
Mm.
But I was like, "I'm ready. Pitch me. I'm ready for the next pitch."
Heck no.
Dude, it was literally, I remember it like it was yesterday. I literally, nothing comes close to it. It was definitely the closest I've ever been to getting knocked out. I don't know how I didn't. I it was so weird because it was like, how in like war movies, how like there's like a grenade thrown and like there's that loud like ringing sound in the ears.
Hmm.
That's basically how it was. It was like my ears were ringing. I was dizzy. I was seeing stars. It was kind of black after I fell to the ground. I was like, and I honestly, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt.
Wow.
It didn't hurt then. Is what I'm
You,
gonna. It didn't hurt then.
what is
Like,
up with your durability, dude?
dude, I don't know. And after that, yeah, I was like, I guess I'm tough because I don't know how I didn't get knocked out. And I tried to stand up. Umpires, coaches, they were like, "Oh no, you got to lay down." Yeah, that was insane. It's literally the craziest thing. And I think I also do have some PTSD from it because every time I see a comebacker in the MLB, I flinch.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I literally I think I got some PTSD because I I flinch every time I see a comebacker.
Oh, because of that experience.
Yeah,
Oh, oh my
it's
gosh.
the craziest thing ever. It really is. It was the craziest thing ever, and that's not it. I mean, the coaches came out, the umpires came out. Everyone probably, I don't remember because I was half knocked out. Everyone was probably like, and like I. All the umpires came out, and then I basically had to get not carried, but I like they were trying to help me walk to like the outside of the dugout, and I think my mom called the ambulance because it was bad. Like almost a few seconds later, it's what they call a goose egg on my right eye. Like literally, I my right eye got so puffy, it probably got a few inches in like diameter and like circumference.
Oh my gosh, you just brought off math terms to bring up how bad this hurt. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was the biggest lump on like my right eyebrow, and I couldn't open my eye. My entire right eye was closed.
Wow, dude, I need some of that durability because the closest I've been to getting knocked out is when I was playing football and I got clotheslined, pancaked,
Mm,
and I could not breathe for a split second. I was struggling to breathe. I was on the ground. Everybody had to rush out to me, but I just needed some time. I just had the wind knocked out of me. But
I get that. Yeah, I think yeah, the wind. It's weird that when you get the wind knocked out of you, it's like so uncomfortable.
oh yeah, I
I
felt it. I had never felt the wind getting knocked out of me before. I was like,
Yeah,
I was
it's the worst thing. It's the worst thing.
like I could hear fine. I could hear perfectly fine, but it was just the breathing part. You on the other hand, you were seeing stars. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, so my mom called the ambulance 911, and I was just sitting out there on the bench outside by like the concession stand. And I remember my grandpa, he was like asking me different questions so I wouldn't like fall asleep and go into a coma. He was asking like who's the president? Um uh who's the president? What day is it? What is your team name? Like stuff like that because dude, when I tell you they had to put like a rag over my face because dude, I was gonna fall asleep. I was so close to like getting knocked out.
Oh my goodness.
And it wasn't too bad because I could get up. Like I was helped walk over. I didn't need like a stretcher to come out. And then which was funny because then when the ambulance came, I just like they were like, "All right, sit in the back, lay down."
Ugh, ugh. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, so I got in the ambulance. I laid down. We went over to the nearest hospital, like ER. Um, and that was weird because we sat there for so long. I don't. It was probably an hour. We just sat there, waited for our turn. So like me with like a black eye, with like a big knot on my right eyebrow. I was just sitting there waiting for the doctor to say, "Come in." Yeah. And it was also cool because one of my teammates did come and visit to see if I was okay. I think he also told us that we lost. So, you know, close loss. But yeah, it was cool that one of my teammates came. Yeah, we just sat there in the lobby waiting to go into the ER. Yeah,
Wow.
I and then when we were ready, we got into a room. I think they diagnosed me with like a mild concussion and like I don't know if they probably just said put like frozen peas or like an ice pack on your eye. But I also got an MRI taken, which was kind of cool. It was actually I don't know if people because I heard some people are like scared of MRIs because they're claustrophobic because you're basically in a tube with your entire body going in like a circular moving thing.
Oh my
Yeah, so I
gosh.
got an MRI and that was interesting. I'd never done that before, and it was so weird because the entire time I could not see. The out of the right eye, I could not see. I think they even tested my vision. Like you know how when you go to the eye doctor, they make you stand and look at like the wall and try and read off like the letters, right? So yeah, so
Oh
they
right.
basically did the same thing there, where I had to stand far away and look at a wall like however many feet away, and they said try and lift your like right eye, the swelling, like try and lift your eyelid up. And when I did that, man, the entire eye, my entire right eye, that vision was green. So
Oh
my
my
right
god.
eye, the vision,
Green?
like the lens was like green.
What the heck?
So I don't know if that was like an infection or not even like an infection, like the swelling. I don't know. It was again the weirdest thing out of my right eye. It was green.
He was on some Danny Phantom type stuff. Oh my
Yeah, it was
god.
again so random. Like craziest thing that has ever happened to me is probably like this. This story is the craziest thing ever. Um, After that, I think we were able to be sent home. After that, I basically just laid down. I couldn't really do anything else. This was on a Sunday, so I don't think I went to school for. I It might have been the next week. I didn't go to school, maybe a few days, but I do remember going to the eye doctor, and then like the eye doctor, and they had to like dilate my eyes to try and like see if my vision was good. Man, it was a long process to get the swelling down, and for the next week, it hurt.
The next week.
Yeah, I don't
Good
think
gracious.
the swelling went down for the next week either. So yeah, the swelling was still up there for a week, and then I had a black eye. Like after the swelling went down, the entire eye went like purple and black.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it was
Whew.
definitely very interesting. So throughout the week, I had to continuously go to the eye doctor. They had to continuously check out my eye, see if it was going to heal properly or whatnot. And then fast forward to next Sunday. Next Sunday was our next game. And actually, before I fast forward, I also played like it's called in-house. So it's basically I played for the Flossmoor. I played for Flossmoor baseball, but I also played for a travel team. My travel teams played on like the weekends on Sundays, and then this like city league would play during the week. So on my city league team, I obviously couldn't play because I could not see, and I was basically the third base coach. So I had to put on like a helmet and like coach third base because I couldn't do anything
Oh
else.
my gosh.
And now let me fast forward to a week after I got hit in the eye. It was Sunday morning, and then
Huh.
respect to my mom because she was like, I was like, I can't play. I don't want to play. She was like, no, you're playing. I don't care. You're playing with one eye or not. You're playing. I was
Oh.
so upset. I was like, I don't
Mhm.
want to play. I don't want to play, and I was so mad. I was like, I can't play. I literally can't. So what my stepdad did, he basically put me as the DH. I didn't play the field that day, and I best believe I did not pitch, and I hadn't pitched for the next 3 years after after that incident. I've only pitched once since, and that was not under my power. I did not want to pitch, but nonetheless, I did not play the field a week after I got hit in the eye, and I was the DH. And I'm gonna be honest with you, my first three at bats, god awful, man. I was terrible. I was striking out. I honestly, I
Dang.
think another reason I was so bad was that I did not want to play. So I think I might have even purposely tried to strike out.
Oh my gosh, dude. So you were basically just really rattled.
Dude, yeah, I honestly I think I was also scared of getting hit in the face while like batting too, because that kind of messes you up once you get hit in the face, whether it be in the field or like in well batting, like it kind of messed me up. I was like, I don't want to play, but man,
Whew.
it's and especially when a ball is coming that fast off of a metal bat to your face.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's the main reason why the MLB does not have metal bats because the ball comes off obviously a lot faster than it does a wooden, right?
Really?
Yeah, it does. And I guarantee you'd see 600 feet home runs.
Oh man. Okay. That I always wondered why that was the case because I was just like, college baseball uses the metal bats. They can use metal bats, but the MLB, absolutely, you just hear wood.
Yeah, because think about it. I mean, you think of David Ortiz, a big guy. he's using a metal bat, and he hits a comebacker right to the pitcher's face, and that's probably going, I don't know, maybe 105 miles per hour to the dome.
Jeez.
You're not gonna have enough time to react. It's moving so fast. You're not gonna have enough time to react.
Oh mercy, man. I don't know. I don't know how I would do it. My mom would have did the exact opposite of what your mom did. My mom, as soon as I get hit in the eye, that is my sports career done right there.
Hey, I don't
That is,
blame you.
I'm done.
I don't blame you, man. It was a terrifying experience. Yeah, but like I'm just trying to put it in perspective. Like the ball that was hit to my face was going insanely faster than I pitched.
Faster than you pitched.
Faster than I pitched. Yes.
Oh, he must have hit a rocket.
It was a rocket, yes. Definitely faster for me to react. Yeah. Um I it was a rocket, but back to a week after I got hit in the eye. Again, I struck out probably the first two or three at bats. And then yeah, this is where the probably the the craziest, not probably crazier than me getting hit in the face, but the most special moment in my baseball career. So, come up, I was batting 0 for 2. I think we were down 2 in the bottom of the 7th. We didn't play 9 because, we were only like 12. We were only 12.
Mhm.
We were only 12. And so we play 7 innings as a full game. And so we were down 2. I think I was either leading off or I was a second up. But so I think I took like the first pitch and the second pitch, and the pitcher was a side armor. And I don't know if you've ever seen a side armor pitch, but if you have, usually side armors, there's no other way to get the ball over the plate as a side armor than throwing it down the middle. Think about it. You can't if you're throwing sidearm, you can't really throw a ball low because it's basically then like you're rolling the ball. And then if you're throwing it high, it's probably going to go over the catcher's head. So from seeing that, I always enjoyed um, facing side armors because again, they just throw it right down the middle, and especially as a 12-year-old, you're not going to be throwing curveballs.
You're right.
Especially if you're a side armor. Like I don't know how you could throw a curveball as a side armor.
I don't either.
Yeah.
That's
So literally, I thought to myself, I was like, okay, so he's gonna throw me a meatball down the middle, and that's exactly what he did. And when I tell you, I hit a home run over the monster, the left field monster. It was like a mini. It was like the monster in Boston. It was a mini monster,
a mini monster.
and I hit a home run, and it was my first home run that I had ever hit, and the last home run that I had ever hit in my entire baseball career.
Whoa. So this is the week after you got hit in the eye.
A week after, I was literally, my teammates were calling me a pirate because I basically needed an eye patch because I still couldn't see out of my right eye.
You hit a home run basically off of one eye.
Yes, dude,
I'm done.
isn't that a miracle? That's literally a miracle.
I'm done. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head out.
And there you go. Jotham has left the podcast. There we go. I mean, the story is so fantastic. Um, I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it happened. First ever home run and last ever home run. It's crazy. I mean, we heard Jotham just completely left. He's done. He's out of here.
That's too crazy, bro.
Yeah. It's a miracle. It really was a miracle. I'd never. I hadn't even come close to hitting another home run again.
Oh my gosh, that is truly insanity. I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't think you would surpass the Zaza story, but I you did by a mile.
Yeah, this was it. I hit a home run, but also I was so shocked that I hit a home run that when I got to maybe halfway to first base, I looked over and everyone started screaming. And I was like, what happened? I don't see anyone playing the ball. And then the first base coach was like, you just hit a home run. I was like, Okay. And since it was my first ever home run, I really didn't know how to act, and I was just so excited that I basically sprinted around the bases with like my arms out like I was like an airplane. With my arms out like I was an airplane. I can't believe I had just hit my first home run. I got around third base, and I was also worried that I would miss a bag. Like I made sure I touched first, second, and third base, and then when I got around to third base, I was like, "Oh, this is my time to celebrate." And I decided to basically James Harden took the spoon, got the bowl, and started eating the cereal.
You were inspired by to do that in 2016.
Dude, and it wasn't even just James Harden, but that's the closest comparison I could think of. But I was like eating like Ezekiel Elliott. You know how he did those commercials where he'd eat the cereal and just
Yeah.
just could like spill all over himself. That's basically what I did. But it's funny because I forgot to mention the night before, the Saturday before, my parents and I we went out to eat, and a softball game was on. I don't remember who was playing, but I just remember a softball game was on, a college softball game, and we were watching, and this one player hit a home run, and then around third base she basically did the same thing. So in my mind, not knowing that I'd hit a home run the next day, I was like, I'm gonna do the exact same thing right around as I rounded third base, and I celebrated while eating a bowl of cereal.
What insanity have you been going through?
I literally I it's unlike any other thing ever. Like this was the craziest thing, and then I basically got dogpiled at home plate because again, like who would have thought a kid who had 911 called and an ambulance taken off the field the next week would then hit a home run.
Comeback boy of the year.
It was the most insane week I've ever experienced. It was the craziest thing. We celebrated. I even got the ball back. someone
You got the
someone
ball.
someone went in the forest by the train and found the ball that I hit. I honestly I don't know if that's the exact ball I hit, but because there's so many home runs out there, like there's so many balls that people don't think that like, oh, let me go get that ball. Um, yeah, and that wasn't even a walk off home run. We were still down by one with in the bottom of the seventh.
It was a solo homer. Oh my gosh.
But it was just like like me. I basically got knocked out in front of everyone, and then the next week I hit a home run. Craziest thing, and also I don't know. My mom must have had some like fortune teller, like future genie type powers because she also recorded that home run. I don't know why, but she recorded the at bat when I was 0-2 the entire day, 0 for 2 the entire day, and she just decided to record that at bat.
That's your family, dude. Sports on the dot, on the move, on the go, in the bread bank. I mean, you guys just have it all.
Dude, it was again the craziest thing. I nothing. There's like literally no words to explain how I was feeling. I was like, I I can't believe I just hit a home run. I literally sprinted around the bases because I was so excited. Um, but we are still down a one run in the bottom of the seventh, and then one player got a hit, and then another player got a hit, and then we were able after a few hits we were able to walk it off and win the game.
Oh, and it helped you to win the. That's too Hollywood, bro. That can't be real. That is too Hollywood scripted, bro.
Dude, I need a 30 for 30. Come on. E60, whatever.
I was about to say no. That's no E120. That's going that they can't take 60 minutes. That's crazy, bro. Oh, to a 1 week span.
It literally most insane story that I've ever experienced. Insane thing that I've ever experienced. I it was just unlike any other thing that I've really ever seen. It was insane. And again, the craziest part was that I didn't even want to play the game. I didn't want to play. My mom made me. She made me go out there, and I was able to hit a home run, my first and last home run ever.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
I I literally I can't explain like that. It was the craziest thing ever. I've said that 13 times during the story time, but I it truly is. It was Andrew's Diamond Miracle. That's what I'm gonna call this episode.
A diamond miracle. Well, that makes me look like a rhombus.
No, no, no. Bro, your story last week was very exciting. Talking trash, shutting the haters down. Respect.
Yeah, I shut haters down. You got an eye shut out.
Yeah, but this story it was unlike any other. I guess I'll put in the video for the YouTube viewers. Yeah, it's the craziest thing ever.
I need a break.
I do too. That was almost like a stressful story to tell. I was like bringing back PTSD memories.
Oh my god,
I'm kidding.
dude.
Yeah,
I'll try to. I'll try my best to muster up something to counter this.
I
But oh boy.
I told you I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think any story will come close to this one for me, because I guarantee you have some crazy stories as well. But man,
Oh man,
I
that's action.
I don't have any other stories that are come close to this at all. This is by far the most. Yeah, sure, I've met players. Sure, I've been to games, but this was just a personal account of a miracle.
Wow, bravo.
Insane. No, no, nothing else. That like the title alone could just be called insanity. I mean, uh, there's no words, dude. I'm looking forward to your story next week, though. What are you thinking of? What are you gonna bring?
Oh boy, I think I might talk about my experiences as a casual basketball player because I've had my moments. First story I ever told on this mini series is about my eighth grade shootout, but we're gonna bring it to high school because I have had some more heated moments in high school.
Bro, please do not bring up how I missed like every three when we 1v1. No, I'm kidding. I know you're able to tell that.
Well, trust me, there'll be some stuff you've never heard of.
Okay, good. I mean, I didn't want to hear me missing a bunch of threes either in gym class, but Uh,
One hand locker room three.
yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I know I had to bring this story. This is all around a special story. It was Andrew's Diamond Miracle episode, story time episode 8. I wore number 8. This is just crazy.
Wow, just wow, dude. I'm gassed.
I am too. Like I'm like, wow, this is just crazy. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you enjoyed and you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, please be sure to leave a 5-star rating. Again, we're here every week. We enjoy telling stories. This was fun. I'm really looking forward to Jotham's heated basketball experiences because I like Jotham's trash talk. I really do. But yeah, this has been Storytime Special number 8, top of the standings. Andrew, Jotham, we do this every week. And peace. And peace.